Hey guys, it's me again, and today I'm going to explain how I would save YG Entertainment. I thought this was very topical considering everything going on with YG lately, and I've been thinking about this nonstop since March. And every time YG does something, I'm always just thinking about the absolute lack of common sense they have, and it's so frustrating. I don't know anything about business or publicity strategy, but I can't rack my brain around some of their choices. It's actually so frustrating. Of course, this year they really started to fall apart, but I think their first biggest mistake was letting 21 disband. I don't blame Minzy or the rest of the girls for leaving since their treatment wasn't all that great, but YG should have done more to keep them and renegotiated their contracts to accommodate them or whatever. They were one of the most important acts in that company, and what's even worse is that they're keeping CL and Dara away from music this entire time since they disbanded. And personally, I think it's taken a toll on them, but that's not the point of this video, to talk about the effects of 21 on the members. Their next biggest fumble was the lack of Blackpink promotions in 2017, especially after As If It's Your Last, which was their best charting song at the time. And they literally did nothing that year. Absolutely so stupid. And even beyond that, YG didn't ride Blackpink's success hard enough in 2018 after Square Up. They never pushed to their full potential by their company, and it's disappointing. YG has 30 music producers and Teddy, and they can't even get a full album 3 years into their career. I don't know what they're doing. The female artist just needs some type of savior, but what can they do going forward? What can YG do to undo all the bad things that they've done in the past? This is just what I would do. First, Blackpink, a late summer, early fall comeback for this year with a full album and proper Korean promotions, please. Something to follow up Kill This Love, something to further establish themselves as a global girl group. Blackpink are one of the best-selling active artists in YG right now, and they need to give them more content to sell if they want to make any money. Also, going forward, they need to play it safe and focus on the strong suits of their groups. Experimenting and branching out right now is not a good idea. Winter are having a comeback soon, so they should do varieties because that's one of their strong suits and they can get a lot of attention there, along with festivals since they're one of the most requested boy groups for university festivals. Mino's album also did very well, and he became a pretty solid soloist last year, so maybe an EP or a single for him would be pretty wise. On top of another Blackpink comeback, I think they should also get more sponsorships and commercials because Blackpink is one of the highest paid groups right now, and I bet they could get even more out of big sponsorships this year. And Lisa's already the most expensive / paid AIS spokesperson, and she doesn't even have an ad yet. So the sponsor power is too powerful, and YG needs to take advantage of that. As for iKON, they had a lot of comebacks last year, and they released a single in January already. But I think at least one comeback from them would be good. But I think just focusing on the strong suits and doing stuff that works that they know would make them money is what YG needs to do right now. YG also just needs to bring in a new damage control team or something. It's just ridiculous. A couple of weeks ago, it was announced by police that Seungri had used the YG company card to pay for hotels when he went on business trips, likely where he did shady stuff or whatever. YG released a statement so fast claiming that these rumors were false and that they were untrue, but literally a day later, it was confirmed. And then YG then said Seungri did use the company card for his own expenses, but then paid it back later with his own money. If you don't know anything about the entertainment business or company expenses, this is very normal. Artists and employees will use a company card and then pay it back later with their own money, and it's very common. But YG literally just denied the rumor connecting them to Seungri without even checking their finances or receipts before, like idiots. And now the police are considering investigating YG for their ties to Seungri and how they enabled him. So someone needs to go in there and set their publicity team straight because they do not know what they're doing. In February, when they backed Sungri's story about the group chats being fake, I bet they didn't even check to see if that was true or to confirm what Sungri was actually doing. They just took his word for it, which is so stupid. And as for Big Bang, after they're all discharged as four, they should release a statement, not themselves, but like a formal one through YG Entertainment, just on the Sungri situation. I don't think it's their burden or their responsibility to address why/how Sungri did what he did, but I don't think that they can just sweep it under the rug either. So they should address it at least a little bit, in my opinion. Then later, if they really are having a dome tour in 2020, like YG supposedly said, they should make a speech about going forward as a group and focusing on themselves. Of course, if that's what they want to do and if that's what they're intending to do. But, I mean, we'll see. Going forward, YG can't do shit on their own either. So many of their artists have been approached by producers, brands, huge moguls, but the company just loves denying them opportunities. But YG needs to start accepting these offers because they're not going to come so easily anymore. They should get all the help they can get from anyone who's willing to give it to them. So that's basically how I'd fix YG Entertainment. There's probably so much more to be done in that train wreck of a company, but I think that's a good place to start. Oh, and also getting rid of YG and his brother would also be good too. A whole new group of people in charge would be so nice for the company. Like, the people who are in charge now, everyone knows how terrible they are. So I feel like if they just restarted and reset and came in with new management, that would like instill new trust for people in that company. So that's how I'd save YG. I don't know. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys next week.